Hi, I'm Wendy with loveandstampin.com, and I'm super excited to introduce you to something new I'm doing. It's called Color Splash. So every Friday, that's the goal, I am going to release a color splash. And this will be a color combination and a video and information about a color combination that I'm going to use in a card. So I would love for you to participate and make cards using the colors that I choose also, and then share them with me. You can do that on social media, or you could email it to me, whatever you want. But the point is for us to play with color. So this week, we're gonna kick it off with this color combination. So we've got Smoky Slate, Basic Gray, Blushing Bride, and Soft Seafoam. So these four colors are gorgeous together. They create a very muted, soft palette, and they are great for a baby card. You could do a wedding card, anniversary card, or just a birthday card. Really, they apply to anything, but they're great for that just soft, subtle look and feel to a card. So let's go make the card now using the Color Splash colors. Hey guys, this is Wendy. I'm so excited you're here with me today. I am showcasing a fun color combo. This is called a Color Splash, and we've got Blushing Bride, Smoky Slate, Soft Seafoam, and Basic Gray. So I've decided to use these four colors on a graphic over on my blog that you can pin to a color inspiration chart over on Pinterest if you want to. If you have a Pinterest board that's for color inspiration, you can do that there. And this is another card that I made. I wanted to show really simple using the Lovely Day stamp set. And these were just so incredibly simple to make. And then I took a bunch of strips of solid cardstock, covered an 8.5 by 5.5 sheet of Whisper White cardstock, you can see on the back, and I just covered it with glue and then layered strips and then die cut pieces out. So you can see I've got 3 different die cut pieces here using that color combination. And I'm going to finish off this card with you. There were just some things that were fairly tedious, and I thought, you know, why sit and layer paper together? That's all I did here was cut strips of paper and layer them. I have the brand new prized Peony stamp set that we're going to use today. And we're going to background stamp just in this little area here with one of the images. So I'm going to lay this down very carefully right there. And then we're going to pick it up and we're going to use Versamark ink. Versamark ink is a sticky, thick ink that you can use for heat embossing. And the reason I chose to use it with this, the Stamparatus, is because in case I don't get a good image, I can pop this back in and restamp it. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and restamp it right now, one more time. Just make sure I got all that ink down really, really good. And then we should be okay. And then I'm gonna take white embossing powder. And these little spoons you can find online, they're taster spoons. So you can just go on Amazon and search for a tasting spoon or tasting spoons, and you'll find it there. Okay, I'm gonna run this over to my heat embosser and heat emboss this really quick. Okay, now we've got this beautiful peony that is heat embossed onto my little piece here. And it did warp just a little bit with that heat, but it's okay because it'll lay back out once we're done. I've die cut several little letters from the new Playful letters, or Playful alphabet, or Playful letters. I can't remember off the top of my head. And we are going to glue them together. I'm going to stack them and glue several of them together. So that's going to take us a little bit here. While we're doing that, I thought that I would just chat with you. So, the new catalog has launched, and I wanted to tell you, I am really excited this year about a lot of the products, but particularly one of the things I have noticed that I love more than anything is color. I love color combinations. And so I've decided that on a weekly basis, I am going to share a color combo, and I'm going to use that color combo in my own card making. And then I want to encourage you to use it as well, and then post it on social media and tag me and use the hashtag that corresponds with the week. So for example, this week would be color splash 1, and we'll have one weekly that you can participate in. And if I see your posting online, I will make sure to share it on my Instagram so that people can see it. So if I can find it, I should say that. So I'm not making super promises here, but if you make it easy for me to find it, then by tagging me, then I will do my best to make sure that I share your project, because that would be a lot of fun to see people using the color combo. Oh my goodness gracious, Gertie. I'm getting this everywhere. I feel there's probably a better way to do this than how I'm doing it. And I know there is, with adhesive sheets, but I don't have any with me. So we're doing it like this. This is the more difficult. Okay, story time. So we got a new swimming pool. It's an above ground, not an in-ground. We didn't want to spend the money for an in-ground pool, so we decided to go with an above ground. It's a Doughboy. It really is beautiful. The outside of it is really beautiful, which is nice, so that when it's in your yard, you're not looking at, like, you know, something crazy. The funny thing is that apparently swimming pools are like in majorly short supply. So I think this is hysterical, because what has happened is people are like, okay, we're not going to be able to go anywhere. Vacations have been canceled, I'm sure at a record-setting number with cancellations. And so that means people are staying home. And the other thing that I have heard that you cannot find is trampolines. So here's my funny thought about the trampoline. Oh, I need two L's. How funny is that? I only cut for one. Oh my Lord. Trampoline. So the funny thing about the trampoline is, to me, trampolines are very dangerous. I grew up having one. My daughter had one when she was little, although we lowered it way low to the ground. But they are dangerous, obviously. And I know lots of kids who have broken an arm or a leg on a trampoline. And now is not the time you want to be at a hospital. So I just kind of find it funny that, like, people are buying a piece of equipment that has a high probability of sending one of your children to the ER. But I get it. People are desperate. They're just desperate for things that are going to be fun to do. Our world is in chaos, y'all. I mean, my Lord help us. Between the COVID situation and the looting and rioting, I am 100% for peaceful protesting, but the looting and rioting that's going on is just ridiculous, and it's not helping the cause. It's hurting it, I feel like. So that's crazy. And so yeah, we're kind of like hunkering down at home at this point, just because there's like nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Some of our stores have reopened, but there's so many rules and guidelines, and I just don't want to go out in it. I would rather just stay home. Okay, I got to cut this other L, so I'm going to cut that really quick. Okay, I'm back. Here is my second L. Just wanting to get it glued down. Okay, and then one more. All right, now we've got the hello letters. So first I'm gonna put this on a card base. Here we go. Here's our card base. Use a bone folder here. And then I want to tie a bow, and I'm going to use this fantastic new, I don't even know what this is called yet. It's so bad. Like whenever there's a new catalog, I struggle for so long before I remember everything. But this ribbon is almost, it kind of reminds me of like gauze wrap. So I'm just going to tie a pretty bow right here. I hope this card comes together well. I'm trying. I've got good intentions. I'm going to see how it comes together. I'm not loving that. Okay, let's just double knot it, shall we? Okay, so we're just going to do an overhand knot. I don't know if I'm going to like that. We might have to do away with it. Nope, it isn't going to work. Okay. So instead we're going to go here. Now because I warped this from heat embossing it, I've got to use some dimensional tape. Now you can get this on Amazon, but Stampin' Up! Has released foam backing. Foam, I'll show it to you when I get it. I just didn't get it on this order because I honestly forgot to add it, but I placed a second order with it. So if I had that right now, that's what I would be using instead of this. But this is going to give this piece stability and keep it from being all turned about when I layer it down. So we're going to go ahead and remove these. There, see? When you push it down, it's nice and flat, no more warping. And then we're going to add the letters, and I want them to kind of overlap into the peony. So first I'm just kind of, and this card is loosely inspired by a card I saw in the catalog that I thought was really pretty. So I kind of grabbed my inspiration from there. Okay, so that's about where I'm going to have everything. So let's glue them down. And these are nice and sturdy. They're almost like little chipboard letters now because we layered them up 3 times. So that is a great thing to do when you have letters like this, to have added dimension and just really have it pop and stand out. Really great thing to do is just to layer, layer, layer. And then you get this added little dimension that's just beautiful. There we go. And then we got 2 more letters and we're done with this card. All the supplies for everything I've used today are listed below the video. And at the time of the recording of this video, the items are still available. So there are some items that they have expected to go on back order. So if you see anything you can't live without on today's post, I would recommend purchasing it. You can always order with me at shoploveandstampin.com. So there's our card. Hello. And it's so beautiful and simple and elegant, and you could use it for any occasion. And then I've got these two pieces here that I'm also going to create with. So you're gonna wanna make sure you check out my blog at loveandstampin.com so that you can see photos of all the stuff that I created using this week's Color Splash combination. Talk to you soon. Bye.